Dr. Phil's 2020 Blueberry Almond Oatmeal by Janet Ward. Blueberry almond oatmeal is a phase 2 breakfast. You're going to use 2 tablespoons of sliced or slivered almonds, 1/4 cup rolled oats cooked to the package instructions, 1/4 cup whey protein powder, 1 cup fresh blueberries or 3/4 cup frozen blueberries, and then cinnamon to taste. Good morning. This is Janet Ward with her second video on Dr. Phil's 2020. Now what I'm going to be doing today is making blueberry almond oatmeal. I know a lot of you have indicated that you have problems with oatmeal, and I love oatmeal. I could eat oatmeal with brown sugar and honey and all those things. So I had to learn how to eat it differently, and I really like this oatmeal. We're going to start with a 1/2 cup of water and a 1/4 cup of oats, and I'm using just plain ordinary Kroger's old-fashioned oats. Now the recipe says to microwave on high for 2.5 to 3 minutes. Now I like to cook it for like 2.5 minutes, so I'm going to take a minute and I'm going to put this in my microwave. Okay, now that's cooking. While that's cooking, I'm going to talk to you about the other things that we're going to use in here. Now, I recognize that the recipe says to add your protein powder now. I'm going to wait until my oatmeal is cooked. When I cook the protein powder in the oatmeal, it clumps, and I can't get it to the right consistency. Now, I am using pure protein. This is another item that I picked up. I think I picked this up at Walmart. And it's pure protein, no sugar, and no artificial sweeteners, and it's gluten-free, so which that makes it kind of a little extra bonus for me. Now I have a 1/4 cup measured out, ready to go into my oatmeal when it's ready. Now the second thing it says is cinnamon. Now I have a little, this is a part of my bullet, and it has a little shaker top on it, and I found this wonderful cinnamon, it's called Saigon, and I've punched a hole in it, so I had to cover the hole up. But it's called Saigon cinnamon. It's very sweet, and it melts better. It still doesn't melt in my tea like it would like it to, so I'm still playing with cinnamon in my tea. But this is great on my oatmeals, in my smoothies, on anything that I'm going to run through the food processor. Okay, so that's the cinnamon. Now it calls for blueberries, and I'm using Dole's wild blueberries. And I have 3/4 cup measured out in my measuring cup, ready to go into my oatmeal. And it calls for sliced almonds, 2 tablespoons. I have my 2 tablespoons ready, and I'm using natural almonds, and this is just a Fisher's brand. All of this was bought at either Kroger's or Walmart. It's about the only place, or Amazon Prime. Now I have my recipe on my cell phone, so I can easily refer to it. Now this is the Google document that I have shared on the website with you guys, and it works on my Android phone just beautifully, so I can take my recipes with me anywhere. I have my shopping list with me when I go to the grocery store, and I have a memo notepad that says what I'm out of at the house. So if I use, maybe I'm down to 1 or 2 servings out of the bottom of, I'm looking at my oatmeal, 1 or 2 servings out of the bottom of my canister, I put it on my memo so that next time I go to the grocery store I won't forget, because I forget my name if it's not attached to my ID. Oh, I don't have my ID on. Oh goodness. I'm getting ready to go to work. Okay, my oatmeal is ready. Forgot the spoon. No matter how much I try to prepare, I still mess up, okay? So I have a pretty bowl, and I have a quick spoon. Now I'm going to mix up my oatmeal, and because I only cooked it for 2.5 minutes, it's still kind of wet. So I'm going to add my protein powder to it, and I'm going to stir it. Now, if it's not wet enough, I will go grab some hot water. But you know what? I think that adding the full cup of water to the recipe is going to make it plenty soft. Now, I'm going to add my cinnamon. Dash, dash, dash. I like lots of cinnamon. I'm going to stir that up. I'm going to add my almonds. I'm going to stir that up while it's still hot. And then I'm going to take this beautiful oatmeal and put it in my bowl. Now see, it's not clumpy. It really looks like regular oatmeal. Let me grab a little spatula here. I'm going to grab my little spatula. Make sure I get all of this goodness. Oh, goodnessness. Now, one thing I have found about this recipe is it fills me up. And sometimes it's kind of difficult for me to eat my meal in 4 hours. And so I try to have the next meal be a light meal. Now, I'm going to add my my blueberries are still frozen, which is fun. I love that little cold crunch in the hot oatmeal. I'm just going to pour those on top. Doesn't that look good? And I'm just going to take a minute to mush those into that oatmeal. And you know what? I'm going to have pink oatmeal. But that's purple. That's a purple oatmeal, I guess. Put that back in there. Don't you jump out of there. Okay, now, guys, I've lost 3 more pounds. I'm so excited. Yay! Now, I kind of bounced for about a week. But you know what? I bounced before when I was not eating right. Now, if I bounce, I check a couple of things. Number 1, did I get 8 hours of sleep? Probably not. I probably got 5 or 4 or 6 or something. I didn't get my 8 hours of sleep. Did I drink all my green tea? I find sometimes when I do the inventory at the end of the night, I only had 2 glasses of green tea. So I'm not getting up in the middle of the night and go getting a glass of green tea. I won't ever go to sleep then, okay? So making sure that did you drink enough water? All of those things go into how we lose weight. Now, I'm fat. Yep, I am. I'm going to say it, and I'm not proud of it, but I'm going to say it. I'm fat. And I'm fat because I didn't care about what I was eating. I would drive home in the evening, go by Taco Bell, get me a Nachos Bel Grande and a Big Burrito Supreme, come home at night, and eat supper with my husband. Yeah, I did that. Now, I just bet some of y'all out there had y'all's little favorite place to go when you went shopping. You just dropped by and picked it up. I don't do that anymore. And when I try to look at how much money I have saved, this diet is saving me money. It's the first program I've ever been on that's actually saving me money. And I love that. It's also making me very, very aware of what I eat. And a lot of times I wasn't aware of what I was eating. I just ate. So here's another video for you. I'll have another video tonight. I'm going to do the mushrooms and tofu stir fry. Tonight I've got to go get some more tofu, but I'm going to do mushrooms and tofu, and I'm going to give you some hints about how important mushrooms and what tofu can help you with your life. So now, hi guys, 23 pounds down. I ain't stopping, and I'm going to go on, and these videos are going to help me keep accountable. Sitting down now with my bowl of oatmeal, getting ready to go to work. It is so good. Now, if you use fresh fresh blueberries, know that you can have a cup, and they're not as sweet. When they're frozen, they have a little bit of a sweeter taste to them. So enjoy blueberry oatmeal with